we're going to get this working this morning. Okay. Here we go. Alrighty. So, good morning, Tiger Mom. How are you, honey? Guys, welcome through. Tap the screen for me like the live. I normally will kind of dual stream first thing in the morning. So if you hear me talking to somebody and they're not in your chat, I promise you I'm not losing my marbles. I'm just Tiger Mom. I have another live stream open, so I can't take battles or people in my box right now. Welcome through, guys. Tap the screen like the live. I love it when people do that. Did you guys hear what happened? So sad. Good morning, Ramsey. How are you? I don't know who's requesting the box, but yeah. I don't know if it's you, Ramsey, or if it's Tiger Mom, but yeah, I can't take people in the box right now. Decline. Damn it. We're gonna get this working. Okay. Good morning, all. Welcome through. Tap the screen like the live. I appreciate you guys even taking time out of your day to like come and hang out with me. I dig it. Everybody's more than welcome to come on in. Like I said, pull up a bar stool, hang out. We're doing Aussie today. It was so sad. It was so sad, wasn't it? You guys see, I left one of my eyebrows on my pillow. Whoopsies. Whoopsies. I've pulled tonight, so I'm like, all right, we're going to get the contacts in today. Last week, it's been so bad in my area, specifically just because, like, oh my God, we've been having flooding like all around me. Like this last week was pretty rough when it came to like the flooding. So I got flooding above me and flooding right below me. Very sad. Yeah, I was gonna say, and like this, and it didn't even, we didn't even get hit as bad as other places. Like, did you see the videos from New York, Tiger? Oh my God, that like new fear unlocked. It was not even something I'd considered before, but like there were people in this so bad. Oh yeah, it is. It's definitely bad. But there were people in like up in New York, and New York's had issues with flooding because they don't, you know what I mean? They don't have enough sewer grates, I guess, to move everything out, and it's all like concrete. So this happened once before, but so these people are getting on like the train, right? They're getting on the subway, and all of a sudden, like they can't heist the job. What's happening? Hello. They can't get out because, you know, I mean, you're essentially sitting in something that is metal with water and electricity coming around, so they can't like open the doors, my love. No, I was gonna say, oh. Please don't share any more copyright. Okay, all right. For some reason on Okay, there we go. Hold on. It's like wanting to do something weird. I don't know. That was new. Welcome through, guys. Tap the screen. Hello, LJ Reno. There we go. But no, like I said, I'm not doing Aussie today. I was going to. Thank you for the follow, guys. Welcome through. Like I said, I dual stream first thing in the morning. So if you hear me talking to somebody and they're not in your chat, I promise you it is just the other chat. I'm not losing my marbles. They've been gone for a while now. But so we're getting like rain like crazy. Sexy, like, Sajad, please fuck off. Like, serious. Like, please just fuck off. Like, this already isn't going to go the way that you're hoping it to. So, oh no, but I'm not kidding. Yeah, no. He wrote a whole bunch of ha 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 ha. I'm not kidding. Yeah, please fuck off. Like, I called me out. No way. I called me out. Never happened. What do you mean? Guys, welcome through. Like I said, tap the screen. Really? Why would I want that type of attention from you? I don't know you, nor do I care to. Oh my God. Dude, I get like really annoyed with people some mornings. Bam. There we go. He like thinks I'm kidding. I'm not kidding. Like just kick him out. There we go. So he said I dual stream first thing in the morning. Welcome through, guys. Never happened. But so I don't know. I said yesterday was like a big day. It was kind of like a sad day too. Bobby, good morning, honey. Like it was a sad day. I don't know if you guys seen. I'm sure you guys have. Like, but yeah. Ozzy passed away yesterday. So that's. And I said it's sad. Like if they had waited and scheduled that concert like another month ahead, it would have never happened. But they said he took all the money that was raised from his last concert, like it was something like 190 million, like something along those lines. And so he took and he donated it all to charity. I keep forgetting that, like, I was gonna say the meta platforms like Instagram and what's the other one? Facebook. Like they don't like it when if you have music on in the background. So I'm like, I jam out. So I get it. It's copyright. I get it, but I'm just saying. And yeah, don't mind this one eyebrow. It'll be on here again here shortly. But yeah, so Ozzy passed away yesterday. That was very sad. The very first time I ever went to Ozfest, I was literally 15 years old. Thanks, Jet. But yeah, I was literally 15 years old, and I went every year after that until he couldn't do it anymore. And I can remember seeing him when I was younger, and he would at one point he would get like a fire hose. He has 76. I mean, that's a good long life. Like nobody. I'll be real, like 20 years ago, nobody expected him to make it that far. Like, you know what I mean? Like I said, to overcome addiction, Parkinson's, it's, like I said, it's a sad, sad thing. So, but he took like 190 million. Aw, thank you, Nintendo. I appreciate you. But, you are friend me. Yep, Chuck, that's what's up, guys. But so he took like 190 million, which is what he got from like the last one. Good morning, sexy mama. Hi, David. What's going on? But so, was it like 1867? Huh? I appreciate you, Nintendo. Like I said, guys, I dual stream first thing in the morning. If I miss a comment, I apologize. I normally don't. I'm going to put my contact lenses in. Oh, thank you, Nin. Thank you. Thank you, Nin. I appreciate you. But, so yeah, I don't know. I'm like, nothing, baby girl. Okay, that's solid. I was going to say, what's the plans for today, y'all? What's the plans for today? But so they said that he passed and he was around his family. I just feel kind of bad because Kelly Osbourne, right? People were talking about how him and Sharon had this pact, like after the last concert. And Kelly Osbourne went on and made a video like the next day that was like, hey, she specifically said he's not passing away. Right, in the video. So it's like I don't know. It's just sad. Like I said, 76, that's a good long life. He certainly like lived well. I mean, like live well. They say that stress is like the number one like thing that will push ailments. So like, I mean, maybe just his net worth was 220 million. Yeah, so that's what I'm saying is like he took a good not a good portion. He took all the money from this last concert. Those tickets had to be expensive as fuck. And he donated to a Parkinson's research facility. And I was like, oh, that's really like, that's cool. You know what I mean? Like that was nice. I mean, like it's something you didn't have to do. You know what I mean? But it was just like I said. So then the guy, if you remember from the last concert, the guy that like he had to sit in a chair, right? Like he said he wasn't going to sit in a wheelchair. It wasn't going to happen, like period, right? So, but he wasn't able to stand up. And then he had to be kind of wheeled on stage. But what was really cool was they made like the last concert. I watched it. I got a little emotional. I didn't cry, but I was like, I watched it on YouTube. And it was just sad. Like the very last song was like Mama, I'm Coming Home. Dreamer is my favorite Ozzy song ever. Yeah, it's nuts if you think about it. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If they had planned that concert a month later, it just straight up would never have happened. Like there would never be a last concert. Like what are the odds that like he does his last concert and then 3 weeks later? Like it does kind of seem like maybe they took him to Switzerland. I don't want to throw that out there, but I'm just saying, like they were talking about, maybe it wasn't a pact that they were going to go together. Maybe they just, I don't want to, like I said, I don't want to speculate. But so, I was going to say this happened yesterday too, guys. I do trending topics first thing in the morning. So anything that is like, like if I see it posted a lot, I'll kind of jot it down. If it's something weird, if it's something a lot of people are talking about, I do like influencer news, strange news, like I said, trending stuff. So welcome through. Tap the screen, like the live, guys. I love it when people stop by to see me. And I said I am dual streaming, so if you hear me talk to somebody, they're not in your chat. It's just the other chat. My hair, I'm gonna try to straighten it today, but I don't think it's gonna happen. Like I said, it's been so humid here lately. I live on the East Coast, right? And I live like I live in Delaware. So we have water above us, we have water below us. So when everything floods, it just kicks up everything. This whole last week, I've been like just congested, and I'm like, I want the rain to stop. I would prefer my state not get washed into the ocean, but I mean, it is what it is. All right, so we all, about, I can't say his name, right? Starts with a D. It flagged me before for saying it, so I'm like, okay, I don't want to, His name starts with a D, and it kind of sounds like Dad. He used to have a name that was very similar. You guys know who I'm talking about. He just got like acquitted of all that stuff, right? Well, but he's still in jail. He's still just kind of waiting for it to be, let out. And I guess he's got another like court date. Well, they just came out. There's new charges on him. There are new charges on him. So that's, yeah. There was somebody else that came forward and accused him and his son of, you know. So once you're tried for something, you cannot be tried for the same thing. Like that's just how the law works. You cannot be retried. Like if somebody unalives somebody and they end up like, they can't try them again for unaliving somebody. They might be able to try again and get like manslaughter, or you know what I mean? Like it's a lot of like wording without done. So I can't say what he got charged with, but like the new one, it's not any of the stuff that he just got acquitted of. So I'm like, oh gosh, like I like this. He's been busy. Like I've heard all the stories, and like I said, I try to give people the benefit of the doubt that maybe there are some people that are just trying to get money, or there are some people like there. A whole bunch of the kids with Michael Jackson got older, right? They're now like in their 20s and shit, and they're coming forward and saying like their parents made them kind of do it, so that way, like I mean, they made them lie and say that something happened when it did. So I'm like I said, I will give people the benefit of the doubt. Like, yeah, maybe there are some people that are bringing stuff forward, but like for them to really pursue stuff, like they have to. I just don't understand. They found over 1,000 bottles of oil in his mouth that had stuff in it, and they couldn't get a conviction to stick. Just saying, seems a little wow, Auntie. Oh, awesome. Today's going to be so fantastic. The other day I was on and I said, like, it was just all like, can I see your feet? Have you ever given a wedgie to a guy? Like, all that shit. I'm like, dude, like, I just, my patience has started to run really thin with, like, the creepy guys online. Like, like I said, somebody came in the other day and they're like, oh, my girlfriend gave me a wedgie. And I'm like, great, okay. And he's like, have you ever given a wedgie? Like, I know how it sounds when a guy's trying to, like, but I'm like, when did I become part of this? Like, what the fuck? Like, it's honestly not the first time that I've had somebody with a wedgie fetish come through. I was going to say, the one of the most, like, I like your type of sugar. Okay, well, sad that you're diabetic then, Ali, huh? All right, so, guys, so that's also, like, kind of in the news. I haven't really heard much about it, but like I said, I did hear about it, so I was like, okay, I don't know if they're going to be able to make it stick or not, but this one involves his son. This one involves his son as well. So I'm like, oh shit, here we go. There was a woman arrested this last week. She was really big on TikTok. Her name is Deb the Pet Lady, right? Which, this is not what you expect from somebody. Like, she's an older woman. She looks like she's maybe in her 60s. I've never watched one of her streams or seen one. I've seen a video of her now, but I, like, literally didn't know who she was. She got arrested last week, right? People seem to think that if you say it online that you can't be, like, you know what I'm saying? People get really tough behind a keyboard, which just amazes me. Like, I try to not act if, like, I wouldn't say anything on here I wouldn't say to anybody's face. Like, that's how it is. Like, I just wouldn't, like, but there are a lot of people that get, like, internet tough. So apparently she got arrested for emailing threats to people. And I'm like, her name's Deb the Pet Lady. Okay, that's cool. And then there was another guy, he was big on TikTok. His name is Nick Harris. He was on his live stream and he broke into a house. Yeah, he was on his live stream and broke into a house. Yeah, I don't know, like, what, he said that he relapsed. I assume it was a relapse because I can't imagine anybody, like, doing that on purpose. Like, so he's on his live stream, he breaks into a house, he says it's his grandmother's house, right? I don't know. Some people are saying she sold the house a couple years ago, other people are saying that, it was actually 2 doors down that his grandmother lives. And I'm like, wow. So then he got, how some people have like the fridges outdoor. It's like they'll have their fridge in their garage because, people like will go to Costco or whatever, and they'll buy a whole bunch of stuff. Like they'll buy all this stuff so that way they don't have to go grocery shopping again, or if they do, it's just necessities. So that's what she had in the garage. He proceeded to take all the food out of the garage and make a fort. Yeah, he made a fort. So that was interesting, and that happened the same day as Deb the Pet Lady. But I'm like, Deb the Pet Lady. She's like 60 years old, like sending threats to people. Like what kind of like what? But I assume that like since they, like I said, she got arrested, so I would assume like that there's some pretty good proof. Like you would think. It's weird for me not to have music on while I stream. Here we go. I was going to do like an Ozzy tribute today and all that stuff. And like I said, Instagram and liking it. Or not, I was going to say my other one. It's not liking it. Good morning, guys. Welcome through. Tap the screen, like the live. I love it. I was going to say liking the live is totally free. I will never ask you guys for anything that isn't free. But I will. I will ask you probably a lot for like likes and screen taps. Like that would make my heart truly, truly happy. It would. I'm just saying. So okay. But now okay. So as if Nick Harris isn't in like enough trouble, right? There's another big streamer on TikTok. His name is Wyatt. Oh, hey DJ. Thank you, baby. Like it's like Wyatt. Like that's how it's spelled. And he's been calling him from jail, right? I want to know if he knows that he's on speakerphone when he's calling them. So what he does is he calls them and he's like, hey man, I owe somebody some money, all this stuff, right? And those calls are recorded by the jail. Like they're recorded, right? So he's talking to this dude on the phone who's got him on speaker and dude's on live, right? And he's telling him how he's trying to get his mom to talk to his grandma and drop the charges. And I'm like, dude, that is really not smart. Like, we gotta stop making like dumb people famous, like for real. We gotta stop, because like I'm like, what the fuck? Like, why would you say that when that it, like, literally at the beginning of every single one of them says this call may be recorded, like, but then you're like, okay, well, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna fucking, so that they could get him for a whole nother charge, because technically that's witness tampering, like, and then on top of it, it's not even his grandmother at this point, it's the state. Like, the state can push charges on you without that. I need to pluck my eyebrows, but I'll do it later. Okay, so they can put other charges on there, but I'm like, either way, is that like the best way to, you know what I mean? Like, is that the best way to, give me 1 second, yeah. Let me see. Sorry guys, I had a text come through. Ooh. There we go. Maybe? Yeah, okay. But so, it's just not a very good idea. But like, who breaks into somebody's house and leaves their live stream up? Like, I know people have. I know that people do. Like, I get it, but like, it's just so dumb to me. Like, okay, so you literally recorded you committing a crime. And like, people will see like online, like, okay, this person's doing this. Okay, well, let me call. Like, people, I mean, there's all sorts of stuff. Now, regular TV, it's switched to the point where it's now, even live, it has like a 3-second delay. I think eventually they're going to end up having to do that with live streams. There was a woman down in Mexico, right? She was a big beauty influencer in Mexico. She got on a live this week. James, stop coming through, dude. I've literally kicked you out like 8 million times. Like, stop coming through. Like, for real. I've said it like every time. Like, you're making it weirder. Like, I've been kicking you out for fucking years. I don't know if he thinks I'm gonna forget who he is, but I've literally kicked this one dude out like 500 times. Like, straight up. And we're talking before I was on TikTok. Like, hello, Capivera. I'm trying, yo. Capivera. There we go. But so, it's just like, I don't know. I was going to say, it just doesn't seem like a good idea, though. You're making phone calls that are being recorded and you're telling people, like, okay, I'm going to talk to my mom. Like I said, it just puts on more charges. You already broke into a house, which they said could have up to 15 years. That's like a 15-year thing. Like, but once the police get involved, it's not even, it's like, say you call the police on your spouse because he's hitting you, right? Or she's hitting you or something. Like, once the police get there, it's not actually you that presses charges. It's not actually you. It's the state presses charges. So even if you're like, oh, it's okay. He was just mad. I just needed help, like getting him calmed down, whatever. They're still gonna arrest him. You know what I mean? They're still gonna arrest him. Hi, what's happening, guys? Welcome through. Tap the screen, like the live, please. I love it when people stop by to see me. Wednesdays are normally pretty slow for me online, so but tonight I'm going out. My leg is starting up again, so I'll be out tonight. I'm like, I took yesterday off just because like I needed to take a day off, like something fierce, and then I said Ozzy passed away, and I was like even worse. Like that makes me very sad. That makes me very sad because, like I said, I can remember going and seeing him. Like he was kind of like Hugh Hefner, right? Like Hugh, like he lasted to be like what, like 90 years old. And he was doing all sorts of shit back in the 70s. Like Keith Richards. Keith Richards is like up in his 70s, isn't he? And people are like, how has he made it? I'm like, right though. Like this motherfucker's like Wolverine, like keeps regenerating and shit. His bones are adamantium. But yeah, so I said Ozzy was kind of the same way where people were surprised that he had made it as far as he did. Right? Like people were surprised that he made it as far as he did. But like I can say honestly, like dude lived a good life. Like dude lived a good life. He had like his family around him. Toured, gave concerts, made money. It's got to be like a good feeling to know that when the day comes where you do pass on, that you'll be able to leave your kids with like a fortune. He had 6 kids, but still, like 220 million, if that's what his net worth is. I think it's more than that, but like, if that's cool, that means that your kids are pretty much set up for life. Like that's awesome. And then I thought this was sweet. Kelly Osbourne, her fiance is one of the guys in Slipknot. I don't remember what instrument he plays, but he's like one of the guys in Slipknot. And so she went like, so it was his last, thing, right? Now him and her have a baby together that's like 1 or 2, like a little baby, not baby, but like a toddler, like sitting up by itself and like walking around a little bit. And so at the last concert backstage, he ended up going and proposing to her because he wanted to make sure that her dad was there to say it. And I'm like I don't know, the whole thing. I looked it up, but smart. What does that mean? Am I reading that wrong? I smoked breakfast, so I might be reading wrong. Don't worry, it was just greenery. It's fine. I like gardening. So yeah, there's possible new charges. Let's see. I wrote this one down, and I said I wish I could show pictures. Like they're talking about doing away with like the green screen and stuff like that. But I would totally put up a picture of this if I could. I would totally put up a picture of this. Totally. It is probably like the ugliest purse I think I've ever seen. Probably like the ugliest purse I've ever seen. So you guys know the fountain in Italy? It's called the Trevi Fountain. It was like in like what's that movie? The Da Vinci Code. Hi, Black Willow. How are you? Guys, welcome through. Like I said, if you're new, you're more than welcome. Come and chit chat with me. I dig it. But so it Dolce and Gabbana, they made this purse and it's based off of Trevi Fountain, which is like a whole bunch of people like standing around, they got water coming out everywhere. But tell me why it's an exact replica, but just smaller. Damn. Must be looking for somebody. But it's like this big, but it's literally you're walking around with the Trevi. I'm like, it's up there with one of the ugliest purses I've ever seen. Hi, Black. How are you? Guys, welcome through. Tap the screen, like the live. I like it when people stop by. I said normally Wednesdays are like super slow for me. So I typically take Wednesdays off, but I figured since I took yesterday off, I'd come back on today. So I started. Oh, I was gonna say, Bobby, you want to see what I finished? I'm all excited, guys. This has been my new hobby lately. Like one of them, I don't know why. Like I get it in my head that I want to do like just something whatever, and it just takes over from there. So look, I'm learning how to tattoo, y'all. I like love her. I love her. Like I said, it's not great. It's not great. I've only been doing this for like 2 months, but I really like her. Like, see, I think she'd look good on like a leg, like right there. Like, not on me, but I'm just saying, like, I haven't tattooed any human skin yet. So we're just doing practice skins. I don't know if I ever will even tattoo people. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't even know because I said there's not a lot of tattoo shops in my area, which means even less apprenticeships. And then apprenticeships, you don't get paid to go. It'd be one thing if they paid you, but they don't pay you. Like, so how are you supposed to survive that like year to 2 years? Like, how, like most people have other jobs while they apprentice. I'm like, now you get to keep your tips, but that's about it. I'm like, that kind of seems weird. But like, there just aren't enough positions for it. Otherwise, I totally would. But like I said, I love, 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 like painting. I love, love, love tattooing. If anybody is curious and you'd like to take a painting class, by all means, hit me up. Let me know. I can teach all skill levels. I can teach all ages. Like, and I do everything virtually. So I have a list of supplies that I send out to people so they know what to get, and then I do it virtually. So you can do it. You can do it like a lot of times just me and the other person. So like you can do it. And you don't have to worry about like what other people think about your painting or you know, like you don't have to worry about that. I would like to get some like I said after the summer's over. I would like to get some. He thinks all my neighbors are gonna like come kidnap me. I don't know. I think it's great that he thinks that that many people desire my company, but like they don't. I can promise you that. But so I would like to get some virtual paint nights set up at some point, but that'll be like a lot of people are gone in summertime, so I will have I'll probably start it up in fall and like, and then I would like to do it through a live stream as well, like a virtual paint night. Like, here's what you need. Da, 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 da. But I've done like parties before, like where people like I try to do virtual stuff because I know that not everybody is able to like get out and get around and you know all that. And I said it kind of started during COVID, like this whole little class thing, and then it's just kind of picked up. So you know, I said I enjoy it. Is it the most exciting thing in the whole world? No. But I find that painting and art help me deal with stress. So if you're looking for a way to deal with stress, that's seriously like the best way to go. Like I said, I've seen. At least that I've seen. But that's, you know what I mean? Like, so, but yeah, if it's stressing you out, like I said, I'm an artist. I've been an artist for a while. If I get to the point where I'm getting frustrated, and the best part is with painting, it doesn't have to be perfect. In life, if you make a mistake, then you're just stuck with that shit forever. Like, that's your mistake and you got to deal with it. With painting, it's like, never happened. Imagine if you could do that in life. Imagine if you could go back and undo all your mistakes. I totally would. People were like, "Oh, it taught me who I became." I'm like, nah. Listen, I've been an asshole, not even realizing I was being an asshole. Like, I would definitely go back and change. Like, not like I have scenarios I would go back and just change it if I could. But I don't know. So I said, but like with painting, you just it's like it was never even there to begin with. So, and then I think I'm going to be on here a little later. I'll probably be doing battles and whatnot, but like, because I said Wednesdays are not like super busy for me. So I'm very sad about Ozzy. Like I said, I can remember the first year I went to go to Ozfest. I was 15 years old. Right? No, I just turned 45 yesterday. I was literally 15 years old. Like, that's crazy. And I can remember seeing him run around the stage and throwing water on people. Like he would bring big buckets out and throw water on people. And then he would bring a fire hose out at one point and be shooting the crowd with it, like all that stuff. And then every year you could see him like wearing down just a little bit more, a little bit more. But he had a good run in him. 76 with all this shit that he's done in his lifetime, with all the everything that's happened. And I said, guys, if you want, you're more than welcome to come and chit chat with me. Otherwise, I just kind of read off my stuff. I was going to say there's new guidelines that are coming out July 25th on TikTok. I think what they're trying to do is get rid of all the beggars. Like, there's people that will literally sit on their live stream and just be like, can somebody help me? Can somebody help me? Like, that's like ridiculous. So what they're doing is they're setting up like new things. They're going to take away, like, you know, how people will do like the bait, like where they'll put it. It's like a video up of like a guy and he's sleeping in his computer chair and you can move like the, and you know it's just a video. Or like the ones that there was a girl, I haven't seen her on here for a bit, but there was a girl who used to eat crawfish, right? And she even said on her live stream the one day, she was like, oh yeah, it's a recording, da 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 da, like, and then she went, you know, so people were like, do you eat crawfish like every single day? Because she would literally go on every single day. Well, here it wasn't her. Hello, Top Gunner. How are you, honey? Good morning, guys. Welcome through. I said I am dual streaming. So if you hear me talking to somebody and they're not in your chat, I promise you, I'm trying, like, I haven't gone crazy. I was already crazy to begin with. You can't deepen that hole. You're either crazy or not. But so, all right, and I said I do the weird news first thing in the morning, so it's just like whenever I come across that, but they're taking away the ability, like there's a lot of people that will go on their stream and show, say like a news story, and it's like on the green screen, right? And they sit and they talk about it. They're having like, they're gonna do away with some of their green stuff. I will be happy when they're able to do away with the e-bagging. That's what they call it when somebody sits and they're like, can somebody send $20 in my Cash App? Do you prefer younger or older men? I don't have a preference. Honestly, I've dated younger guys. I've dated older guys. Like, I don't have a preference. I was gonna say, I think like it depends like how young you're talking. I'm not into, like, I couldn't imagine. Like, I couldn't imagine. I had a 15-year-old come through the one day that told me I was hot. I was like, like, don't say that again, please. Like, it did. It made me dry heave a little bit, like, you know. But then I said, or even like 19. I'm like, I can't imagine trying to. Nope. Nope. I'm good on all that. But so yeah, there'll be new guidelines like 21. No, definitely not. Definitely not, Sean. Definitely not. No, I just turned 45 yesterday. I'm all good on that. Like, I got kids older than that. Fuck that. Like, fuck that shit. Nope. That would definitely be it's a hard no. Okay, so let's see. You guys know there's a chick named Laura, right? And she does videos. She got real big on YouTube, and then she got real big on TikTok and like Instagram and all that stuff, right? And so her videos, you might know them because, like I said, she's pretty popular. So they did, she does these videos where she's like this, and she's like, Steven, and she'll hit on him, and he just kind of like, it's like their thing, like their skit. Well, he went to rehab this week, so that's, I mean, I'm like, but like you see him, and he looks like a lot thinner. Like, I lost a whole bunch of weight, and people were asking me, they were like, are you okay? Like, do you have it? I'm like, no, what do you mean? I had the surgery to lose weight. And they're like, okay, I thought it was rugs. And I'm like, no, I had surgery. Somebody told me I got down to like, we'll say 145. I put a little bit back on since then. Not a ton, but like a little bit. And when I was down to that, somebody actually told me I was too thin. I was like, what the fuck? I'm too thin. Like, nobody has ever said that to me in my lifetime. Like, nobody has ever. That was the first time anybody ever told me I was too thin. I was like, what do you mean? Like I said, I put a little bit, I feel good with, like, my curves. Like, I don't want to lose everything. Like, I don't want to lose everything. But, like, I do want to shape it up. I just joined, like, a new gym yesterday. So I'm excited. Next Tuesday I have personal training. So we're going to go see if we can't get some of this belly off of me. Like I said, I put a little bit back on since, but not an overwhelming amount. You know what I mean? Guys, good morning. Welcome through. I said I am dual streaming, so if you hear me talking to somebody and they're not in your chat, I promise you I'm okay. Nobody needs to check on me. I'm good. I just have 2 streams up. So, all right. Okay, so this happened recently. Did you guys see all this stuff? Did you guys see all this stuff, right, with Lily Tina? I will say this, like, I've never watched one of her live streams. I've seen her videos like reposted and whatnot, where she kind of goes and she'll complain to people because somebody misgendered her, right? Well, she went to Disney, right? She got kicked out of like Disneyland, right? So normally what they'll do, which I think is a great idea, I applaud Disney for doing this, right? Like you don't see this shit at Six Flags, but like what they will do is when you go into the park, they actually scan your thumbprint to make sure you're not on any type of registry. And I'm like, that's fucking brilliant. Like that's great, you know? So, or to make sure you haven't been banned from the park or, you know, whatever. And so, she said she was surprised when she went in because she wasn't banned from the park. Like, she was at the park describing how certain surgeries were done to transition, and she was using like cake pops, and she was using like it's so that one's a little older, right? Well, Disney, it got back to Disney, so Disney banned her from the park. So she went to Disney World down in Florida, right? And she's a big like, you know, trans advocate, right? And she spent a lot of her time talking about you know, trans issues and, you know, all that stuff, right? But so she went to Disney World and she like got in. She was like, oh, I'm surprised. Like, I'm surprised they let me in. Da 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 da. You know what I mean? Because she's been banned from the other parks. So she's like, she went to, and you would think somebody would take it easy. If you've already been banned, if you love Disney and you've already been banned for one of their parks and they let you in another one, don't you think you would do your best to behave because you want to, if you're like obsessed with Disney, you love Disney, like, don't you think you'd want to behave? I mean, that's just me. I don't know. I would be like, you know, a little bit more weary. I'm not a big fan of Disney like that. Let them ban me from the parks. I'm cool with that. But, so she went to one of the bathrooms in Disney World, right? And she was in, and I get it, like, we like it when we look cute. Like, I've taken bathroom selfies before, but women will absolutely wait until every single person is out of the bathroom before we do it. Like, we'll go in there with our friends. We're like, okay, you know, pretending like we're fixing our makeup, like whatever. And then we're like, okay, hold on real quick. We got to take a picture together. And we'll take a picture. Like, that's kind of it's like an unwritten rule of like womendom, like of womanhood, is that like, you know, so there's actually somebody that's suing her because her and her daughter were in the background of one of Lily's photos, and that's like big time like illegal. Like, you can't take pictures in the bathroom like that. But then she posted them. Like, the fuck, like, you posted them. So one of an older friend of Lily, right? Because then Lily after that was like, I'm stepping back from social media. I didn't expect that it was going to be this negative and da da da. Well, she's like, I'm leaving forever, you know, all this stuff. Normally people that are leaving just go. Like, it's when people are like, I'm leaving. This is my last day on here. And then you see them on there again, like the next day. So I have a feeling she's probably, because that woman's taking legal action against her, I have a feeling that she's probably just gone for until that shit gets taken care of, and then we're going to see her right back. So she was like big on like YouTube, TikTok, like all that stuff, right? One of her friends came out recently and said that she is not trans. She is not trans. She is cosplaying as a woman, which if that's true, that sucks. Like, that sucks, because it's like, you know, I would hope not. Like, she does like the cosplay and all that stuff, but like, I would hope not. I would hope nobody would come out, and she's giving what a stereotype of what people, you know, that who are trans are like, and that kind of like sucks if that's true, right? But like I said, this friend has known her for years upon years upon years, and she said that he admitted it. She, whatever. So but she admitted it, that's why she does it, is like it's cosplay. So she'll, you know, put stuff up, and she does. I'm really like, I would be happy if all the rage baiting went away. I absolutely hate it when people rage bait. I absolutely hate that. There is like nothing that is like dumber to me. And then they're like, I don't understand why I got all this negativity. Well, because you rage baited people and they're pissed off about it. What do you mean you don't understand why you got it? I'm like, don't rage people. Like don't bait rage people. Like, if you can't, you'll see people that they'll put up stuff about Trump and they're like, I love Trump. Tell me why I shouldn't. And it's like, dude, that's the best way you have. Like, I would rather have nobody in my stream than have everybody come in mad and ready to debate and all this stuff. But that's just me. I don't know. Like I said, I can't judge people by what they do on their streams. Like I said, I dual stream, so normally if like one's slow, the other one will be busy, or vice versa. Wednesdays are my slowest day of the week. Like I've noticed this one. Let's see. But so yeah, apparently, Lily is obsessed with Disney, right? Because she has said she sees the princesses as a perfect woman, right? What people are saying is like, okay, so then Lily got caught kind of like making asking questions, like it was on like a public forum, but with somebody that was underage. So it wasn't like private. It was like, oh, da da da, and then like his mom got on and was like, he's only 12. You need to stop. And of course that went viral too, like all that stuff. But she's like, well, that's not what I meant. So now people are saying like they're speculating. I mean, that's just what it is. They're speculating because nobody knows for sure. But they're thinking that maybe she likes younger. Like, maybe she likes younger people. Like, all the Disney princesses were all, like, teenagers. So, and then they said that she's also, and trust me, I am not down in BSM at all. You will never hear me down it. But, I'm pro it. But I'm just saying, like, so they said that she's really into that with, like, I don't know. So I said but it's weird. Like, why did you? So now people are going, well, why did you take a picture in the women's bathroom where there's a child in the background? Like, so but she's being sued by one of the women because the woman didn't even realize, and then seen it on her page. She's in the bathroom, like wiping her hands off and shit. Like, what if she didn't want people to know she was there that day? What if? But either way, like I said, we do, like, women that are naturally born women, we will never take pictures in the bathroom of our outfit if there's other people in there. Like I said, it's like an unwritten rule. Like, we just don't do it. I've taken bathroom selfies before. Guess what? I will wait until every single person is out of that bathroom if I really think I look cute and want to take like a picture of it. Yeah, I will wait until every single person is out of that shit. Like, and that's, like I said, when women go to like groups together, guys are always like, what are you guys doing in there? 90% of the time, it's either checking makeup. Most of the time, we'll go and it's because we want to talk to, I don't know, like gossip, like, oh, da da da, why is he out tonight? Like, I will admit that. Sometimes it's check our makeup, refresh lipstick, whatever. But I can guarantee you, if we all think that we look cute, there's going to be a bathroom selfie happening. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I can tell you that. This is my favorite Aussie song. I love this song. God, this is my favorite Aussie song, like straight up. But so, yeah, so she got herself in a little bit of trouble. So, I, I don't know if you guys know who Ash Trevino is. She's another person that's really big online, right? For whatever fucking reason. Because people like drama. They like a car crash. Like, you don't have to worry about that in my room. I'm not a big fan of it. But so, she was out and somebody walked up to her and said, hey, can I take a picture with you? And she was like, yeah, okay. Well, I think it's kind of funny that Ashley Trevino looks just like Yolanda Saldivar. I almost said that right first, but then I had to redo it like 3 times. But so she looks a lot like her. Like, I actually seen it just in like I was scrolling through TikTok one day and I seen like a picture of Yolanda Saldivar and I actually thought it was her. Like, I was like, oh, Ashley got arrested. And then I looked at the thing and I was like, wait. Like, yo, she looks just fucking like her. Well, there was a woman that ended up, like, she came back, right? And, like, popped her in the mouth. Like, punched her in the mouth. Sassy, good morning, honey. She punched her in the mouth just because she could. Like, there was no reason for it besides, oh, thank you, Sassy. Besides, so I said, walked right up to her, whack. And then she goes on to Snapchat, right? But the chick turned around, showed her face, and she looks just like Selena. Yeah, I was going to say, Sassy, did you see that one? That one. So then She goes on to like Snapchat, right? Asherina goes on to Snapchat, and her lip is literally like this, like it's so swollen. She's like, it don't matter. It don't matter. She's irrelevant. And then she talks about how she's getting a lawyer. And I'm like, she cracks me up because I don't like it. Like, okay, I keep saying I will never have anybody like pull. I will never tell anybody pull up at my house. Like my children's safety is more important to me than what a stranger's opinion is on the internet. Sorry, that's true. I seen that. Yeah, and the chick, like I said, Ash, cause she looks like Yolanda Salvador. And then the chick did like that did it. I guarantee you that they're gonna end up having like bail money. Like I guarantee that the people of TikTok, like she's getting. I don't condone violence, but at the same time, somebody that tells people all the time, pull up, pull up, pull up. What you're saying is, come fight me. That's what you're saying. So then people will pull up. Like people found her address and pulled up at her house, and they're like knocking on her door and shit, and she calls the police. Like I said, Lisa Richards is one where she's like, "You ain't gonna do shit. You ain't gonna do shit." And I'm like surprised that somebody, because there are people online that will specifically do things just to show that they could. Like so, she's like, you guys, like this is Lisa Richards. She's like, you guys aren't important to me. If I seen you walk by, I wouldn't even know who you are. And I'm like, you should be more concerned with that. Like straight up, because that means that somebody that, oh, thank you, Sally, honey, I appreciate it. Yeah, tap the screen, guys. It helps me bring more people in. Wednesdays are definitely my slowest day of the week. It's cool. But so but like I'm so shocked. I'm shocked that somebody has not pulled up. But like if they see you, they know who you are, but they don't know that, oh, thank you, Sally. You don't know who they are, which means somebody might be pissed at you and come up and catch you off guard. So like don't be so excited that you wouldn't know who they were. Like she says it like, well, you're not popular enough type of thing. That's not good. Like that's not a good thing. It's not smart. You got like, you know what I'm saying? Like her kids were living with her and she was telling people to pull up. I ain't gonna do nothing. Pull up. Like I said, there are people that will do that just to prove that they can. Just to prove that they can. I've seen people fuck with people. I've seen people call disability, get people's disability taken away because they're streaming on here. I'm just gonna say, Sass, I don't know if you remember her. There was a girl. Her name's Faith, right? And she's like everybody's like mad at her right now. I'm like, ooh, like I've seen a lot about her like recently, and I know her from Meet Me. She was on there before here, but I just like I don't know. I feel bad for her because I'm like, yo, people on here, like on TikTok, yo, they're ruthless. They are ruthless. If they decide that you're a scammer, if they decide that they're gonna come for you, they're gonna come for you, and they're going to fuck your life up. Straight up. I've seen it done before. I've seen people lose their Medicaid. I've seen people lose their food stamps. I've seen people lose their jobs over stuff online. I've seen like I mean, I'm sure we've all seen it. Like people, if they really decided they don't like you that much, hey, everybody has a digital footprint. Everybody has the ability of being found. Like what? Like, I mean, which is only as a streamer slightly scary. Like just a little scary, just a little scary. But everybody essentially can be found. And I get that, but it's like I just don't understand what is the point of. It's one thing if somebody pulls up to your house and you didn't invite them, but when you're inviting people to your house, like that's pretty much what it is an invite. Pull up on me, pull up on me. Yo, you ain't gonna do nothing. You're gonna pull up on me. Yeah, you're trying to make yourself look badass online. But then, like the second people do show up, she's like hiding in her house, won't answer the door, and then calls the police and gets the police to remove them. And I'm like, dude, then don't. If you're not gonna do anything, then don't. And also, too, you don't know if this person would bring a weapon. You don't know if this person would try to kidnap you. You don't know if this person would try to unalive you. Like, you don't know. So why are you telling people? All it takes is getting somebody that's very unbalanced on like the right and or wrong deck. That's all it takes. So it's like you do have to be careful, like as a streamer. So why she's telling people to pull up It's like beyond me. I can't. My brain can't even fathom that. I'm like, dude, stop. You're not. Listen, it's not happening. Like maybe you should just stop that. But especially when your kids are home, like that's crazy to me. That's crazy. You would never, ever, ever hear me doing that because 90% of the time when people are like, "Why don't you do something? Show up, show up," they're just talking shit. Like they're trying to make themselves look like Billy Badass, and it doesn't. It just makes them look like they want to be like an internet like tough guy. Like, so, moral of this story: if you say pull up, people probably will. So don't do that. Don't do that. It's one, like I said, it's one thing if somebody shows up and you didn't know they were coming. It's another thing to tell people, oh, why don't you pull up on me? Why don't you pull up on me? You wouldn't say that to my face because there's a lot of people that will do that. They will absolutely take that as invitation. So I said Asherina just got punched in the mouth the other night, and then she went on to her Snapchat and like that. And I don't even watch her. I just see so many reposts of stuff, right? So she went on to Snapchat and she got like a buzz. Like her lip is massive. She's like, it don't mean nothing. It didn't do anything. Try again, boo boo. And I'm like, dude, once again, you're just, she's like, she's just jealous. She's trying to get clout. Like, literally trying to get clout. And I'm like, dude, like, she just got it. She just got it. She didn't have to try to. People are literally like praising her on here for doing it. And like I said, I'm not saying anybody should do it, shouldn't do it. I don't condone violence. Like, I don't want to, but like, people are literally like, oh, she's a badass. And oh, she's, because of who she punched in the mouth. Which the problem with that is other people will see that this chick got all these views, all these likes, all these everything because they went up and hit Astravina. So then guess what that's going to do? Encourage more people to do the same thing because I guarantee you they're going to have a GoFundMe set up for her jail like bond if they do that. Like I guarantee you. Like I guarantee you, she's like the first person that there was another girl I think on a stream that grabbed her hair in a bar. But like that's like the first person that's really walked up and been like, what? And they caught it on video and like I mean just all sorts of stuff. So people are not only defending this woman, but they're and I don't think they knew each other. I think it was just like an online thing. But there you find the wrong one on the right day. But now, because so many people have come and supported her and been like, yeah, you got that. Like how you fix your place. Well, thank you, Ramsey. I was gonna say this is just part of my studio. This is my my background for right now. I dig it. I dig it. But so like I said, July 25th they're coming out with new rules for TikTok, and I'm really like for it because it's trying to get rid of all the people that are begging. Like there are people on here that are literally just like, send money to my cash. Hey, send money. Guys, does anybody have 20? Like, dude, why do you need $20 that day? You can't wait until you get your cash out on Wednesday? Like, what's going on? Like, it definitely makes it seem, shiesty, shall we say. So they're getting rid of that, which about time because literally the beggars are like destroying TikTok. Like, everybody's like, guys, I need help. Like, I understand people need help and times are tough and all that stuff. But like, I don't know. Like I said, I would rather eat out of a trash can than sit on my live and beg for it. Like straight up. Like I would 100%. It's different if somebody wants to send you like somebody wants to gift you, that's cool. Like I can't pretend like I don't like it when it happens because I do. Everybody does. It makes you feel good. You know what I mean? Like you're like, oh, that was so nice. Like I don't expect anything out of anybody. But then there are people that will go online and not only are they going to get their TikTok gifts like put through on Wednesday, but then they're trying to get extra money on top of that. And it's like people get greedy. Like especially if they see other people are getting gifted based on that, they're going to imitate it. Like that's just kind of how it is. So. They're getting rid of like what I'm curious to know if that means in battles too. Like if people are in battle and they're like, come on, don't you got a collab? Don't you got a collab? Like come on, somebody drop it. Oh, we're gonna need all you guys. Like, is it gonna cover that too? I hope it does. I would think that was wonderful. Like they're trying to improve the quality of their streams, which I get. Like I get that people should be able to have a conversation and talk to people versus just sitting on their live stream and begging for diamonds. I just can't stand it. Like that is one thing. If I am in somebody's room and they are in a battle with somebody else and the other person is like, come on guys, come on, like that, I said, I don't really do a lot of battles on TikTok because it drives me nuts. I'll come across like 10 people. Like maybe every great once in a while I'll come across a normal person, but most of the time you get into a battle and right away people are like, you want to battle? Or, you get through to like this other person, you're like, hey, what's up? You want to battle? Okay, I mean, you're gonna win. That's cool. Like, I don't have, like, I'm just reading people, like, nothing, crazy. And then, they get into that, like, they get that real competitive shit going on. And it's like, dude, it's one battle. Like, if I lose a battle, it is not the end of the world. But, I mean, if I lose one battle, or they'll be like, give me, come on, guys, I got a streak going on. Okay, good for you that you had a streak going on. Take that versus begging people for diamonds by saying you're going to lose your streak. Who gives a fuck if you lose your streak? Who cares? Like, so you got 9. Be happy that you got 9 in a row. Like, what? Like, I just, like I said, the asking for diamonds, like, any way, shape, or form, or like that sort of, it just kind of, I don't know. It's always been like that with me. It's always been gross. So I said, I'll come across people and they're like going like hard in their battles. Like they're like, come on guys, come on. Hey, does anybody, hey, do you remember that? Remember how I gifted you the other day? Do you think you can give that? Like, like, I mean, I've seen some really, really gross stuff, but I said, I will leave a room. If a friend is battling somebody and like sometimes people will rebattle. Like eventually I will just kind of leave. I'll come back and see him another time because it just annoys the shit out of me. Let's see. But yeah, so Ashtovina said that she's booking charges on the woman. I'm like, yeah, okay. Like, I mean, like I said, people will literally give this woman money just to bail her out. Like, there'll be like a GoFundMe set up. There'll be also, I can already see it happening. So, like, and because there's a lot of people. Oh, thank you, Polly, honey. I appreciate you. There's a lot of people that don't like her. Like, a lot of people that don't like her. Like, I mean, like, a lot of people that don't like her. I wouldn't want to have, like, I know some people can handle it, right? Oh, thank you, Polly, honey. I appreciate you. I know some people can handle that type of stuff. I couldn't. Like, if I went live and every single person was mean to me, I would just be like, well, what's the point? You know what I'm saying? Like, if every single, but I understand that a lot of people do bring that on themselves. I get that as well. So I said it's just different strokes for different folks. So I'm very excited to see what happens July 25th, like as far as with that. Because I said that's a big one. If they take away like the virtual begging, you realize how many people are going to be like lose accounts over that. Like even the thing says and/or asking for gifts. So I'm like, okay, that's, I mean, but I'm curious to see what happens because there's a lot of people on here that make a lot of money, and that's how they make their money is by, come on guys, we're in this battle. I don't want to lose my streak. Like, why do people like watching that? Thank you, Molly. Thank you for the rose, honey. Why do people like watching that? Like, I get it that there's some people that are competitive and they want their streamer to win and blah, blah, blah. But, like, I just can't sit there and watch people do it, like, constantly. You know what I mean? Oh, thank you, honey. Here, let me put a follow back on you. I like it when people follow me, unless it's in person. Then I try to walk faster, but I'm short. So, I'm normally pretty easy to catch up with. But, yeah, so I said I can't wait to see, like, how this kind of affects stuff because that's like the big issue with TikTok right now is there's so many people that are coming on. There's this one chick, right? And her name's Maggie. And she will come on her live stream, right? And she's like, hey, guys, I want to go to this Beyonce concert. It's $220. I need somebody to send me some money for it. Like, are you kidding? Are you kidding? Like, you're trying to get people to, like, that's not even a necessity. There's people that call online, oh, I need money for food. Oh, I need money to pay my rent. Oh, this chick is just straight up like, I'm like, that's a lot of audacity. That's pretty bold. Like, you're asking for people to buy you Beyonce concert tickets. And I said, guys, I am dual streaming. So if you hear me talking to somebody that is in your chat, I promise you I'm not losing my marbles. They've been gone for a while now. I'm just talking to the other chat. Oh, I've seen this one. Oh, God. This one is horrible. This one is absolutely horrible. Like I said, I do the weird news first thing in the morning. So it'll be like whatever's a trending topic, like influencer news or just what I see people post about a lot. So there's a woman, right? And this is probably like one of the worst things. I said, I'm an autism mom. And this like literally when I actually heard the details of it, like made me like I straight up cried. I'm not even gonna lie. Like it was horrific, right? She is back. She is due back in court this week, right? Because she unalived her 8-year-old son. She put him. He passed away from hypothermia. He was autistic. She put him in the bathtub. Happy late birthday! Oh, thank you, Demon Honey. I appreciate you. But she put him in the bathtub in like cold water, right? Oh, thank you, Polly, honey. I appreciate you. She would make him eat things he shouldn't have been eating. If she did feed him, it was like bread with like hot sauce all over it so it would burn his tongue. Like the things that she did were really, really horrible. Like horrible, horrible. And like I said, when I read all the stuff that like she did, I I like literally like cried. Like it was horrible. Like and so this poor boy had been through all this stuff. She eventually, I don't think she meant to unalive him, if that makes sense. I think it was just a product of the abuse that she was dealing out. Well, she went to like court, like she had her first court date, and she had like pigtails in, and I'm like, is that like? I feel like that was like a lawyer's move. Like, let's make you look more innocent. How do we make you look more innocent? I told you I was gonna say, back when OJ had his court case, right? His lawyer actually advised him to stop taking his from years of playing football. He had really bad arthritis in his hand, right? So they had advised him not to take his. He had like what was it, anti-inflammatories. These lawyers are slick, man. There's a lot of. I would have never even thought of that, right? But so his hand swelled up before the day that he put the glove on. So that's why the glove didn't fit. Apparently. Who the fuck are you talking to? I said I dual stream first thing in the morning, honey. Yeah, I try to tell people a lot so that way they know. I just ramble. I just ramble on. You know, guys, welcome through. Tap the screen for me. Like the live. I like it when people stop by to see me. So yeah, I normally do. I'll typically do like YouTube and TikTok. You know what I mean? Like that seems to be like my daily. At some point, I'm on either one of those sites just about every single day. So, and I only started doing YouTube like maybe like a few months ago. Like I was just like, eh. And then I was like, okay, like I like it. Okay. Like the numbers are good. Even if not everybody stays till the end, the numbers are still really good. So I'm like, cool, okay. And I said, guys, I got a couple more minutes and then I gotta jump off. I got a grocery order coming in today. I'm getting foods in. I'm excited. I don't know. It's some chubby girl shit, isn't it? Like excited for getting food in. But yeah, my order will be here in just a little bit. So let me get through the rest of the weird news. Oh, that chick, you remember like the people at the Coldplay concert, right? The wife finally spoke out and has retained a lawyer. Yeah. Oh, he lost millions of dollars in one night. I can tell you that. Like she's gonna be spiteful as she should. Yeah, as she should. And because you know that's a pretty public embarrassment. You know what I mean? All right, one more. Let's see. Oh yeah, R. Kelly. Apparently, he passed away in prison from too much substances this last week. But like nobody, I really didn't see. But I would like jotted it down. So I'm like, well, that's celebrity stuff. You know what I mean? Um, yeah, there's a viral video going around right now of the police breaking somebody's window in, and he reaches through the window and punches the dude in the face. I'm like, whoa, like that ain't gonna be good. All right, guys, I have my text message saying it's on the way, so I will be back a little later. I'm gonna tattoo. I'm gonna paint today. It's gonna be a busy day. I'm gonna try really hard, and then I got league tonight, so it's gonna be one of those days. I said I feel like my days are going by way too quickly. I had a birthday the other day. I said it turned 45. Normally Wednesdays are my slow days, which is why I'll normally take Wednesdays off. But I took yesterday off, and then I'm gonna try and make up for it today. So, like, make sure you follow me. Make sure you come on back. I like it when people stop by to see me. Like 100%. I like it when people come through. I expect nothing out of anybody. That's just how it goes. I hope if I don't see you again today, I hope you guys all have a beautiful day because you deserve it. And I will be back a little later on.